All right, welcome to the Brandon Show. This is Mark Thompson, your host, and I'm so glad you're with me, and I'm glad to be with you today. I hope that you have been hitting that subscribe button. If you're not a subscriber, stay tuned and follow us every week because there's some cool stuff coming up. All right, today I'm just going to kind of casually talk to you because there's a few things coming down the road that I'm really excited about, and the guys that I meet with and pray with that speak into my life. I have people that I gather with every other week and sometimes every week that I'm accountable to, that encourage me and speak into my life. And my wife speaks into my life. She's the first person that speaks into my life. And so on the show today, I just want to say thank you, honey, for all of your encouragement to me, and that you usually make the right decision when it comes to giving me advice, and I'm gonna follow that advice that you gave me. Well, let me just, like I said, I'm going to be real today. I'm real every time, but I'm pretty casual here in discussing what's coming down the road for the Brandon Show. And my wife has been telling me for quite a few months, Mark, you need to do more music on your show because you're a singer-songwriter. And that's what you do. The majority of your life is music. And you need to share more music on your show and less talking. Well, she knows I'm a talker and I like to talk. And God has led me to encourage people on the Brandon Show. But in the next month, actually starting in May, a few changes are going to take place on the Brandon Show. And if you're in tune, you'll be seeing those changes come about. And one is I'm going to be doing a lot more music on the show, and I'm going to bring you into my world. There's some equipment that I need to buy so I can do that at home and not here in the studio. And I'll send those shows to Joe, and he'll pop them up on the channel. But I need to do the shows in my world, in my life, and how I'm living my life and how I operate in my life. I'm a singer-songwriter. I've been doing that for over 30 years, and I want to help those people who are songwriters, and maybe they need some new keys and some new steps on how to do that. So I'm going to do a lot more music. I write all the time. So you're going to have a ringside seat to the new music before it ever goes out for publication. And it's actually going to be kind of a blessing for you because you're going to hear it before anybody else hears it. The other thing, I'm going to do some encouragement with songwriters. I've heard an interest in that, and so I want to meet that need. How to write a song, and how do you put a song together? How do you take a song that you've worked on for 3 years and then completely remold that and change that to be a brand new song? Well, that happens all the time with me. And I'm going to do some live broadcasts out on my job site. I have a landscape business that I do. And I've had my mentors and my encouragers say, hey, you need some live shows, not long shows, but some live shows in your life and what you do. So it's kind of a new mode of operation for me. So we're going to be kind of branching out into that a little bit. As I've told you on some previous shows, that I have some really, really interesting people that I'm going to be interviewing this summer. I think you're going to really enjoy watching these shows with these people telling you about the craft that they do. And most of them are not doing it full time. They're doing it on the side. But I really believe that they could gain some exposure by having them on the show and them telling their life story on and what God is doing in their lives. So I'm also going to do some interviews on the street. Yeah, I've done a lot of street ministry, but I'm going to, I'm going to do some interviews on the street. Those shows are going to be pretty hard to expect what's coming, but I can handle that. I've done street ministry for a long time, so I'm looking forward to that, actually, just talking with people on the street and finding out what's going on and what's their worldview. So stay tuned for that. That's coming down the pike as well. But primarily, this is a pretty short show. If if you're looking for a message today, I'm not giving a message. I'm kind of giving you some info on what's coming down the road in the summer. Primarily, it's in the summer. So if you want to stay tuned, you need to follow me on the Brandon Show. And I'm also bringing in some other songwriters, so you can hear them. And I have a lot of friends who are songwriters, and you've never heard of them. And I think that it would be great to have them on the show, and that you can hear their music as well. So there are a lot of people that are gifted and talented that don't have an outlet, and I want to give them an outlet, and I want their gifts and their talents to be seen and heard. And that's kind of our heart for this ministry. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be exciting. We're going to be doing a segment on how important it is to have home fellowship groups in your home. And we're going to do a whole series on that. And I'm really looking forward to that. That's going to be a great show for those people interested in that. So there's some changes coming, some stuff I've got to step into that I'm not quite comfortable with. But you know what? With the guidance and help of the people that know what they're doing, Joe being one of them, we're going to bring some new stuff to you here on the Branded Show. I'm so thankful that you're part of it, and the new adventures that we're going to step into this year, I'm excited about. We're going to do some music videos with some of my musician friends. We're going to do some music videos and post those as well. So be looking. There's going to be a new one, a couple new ones in the spring when everything gets bloomed and the beauty comes out. So I just want to encourage you, stay tuned to the Branded Show. I hope that you're living in Him and that you're staying in peace in Him in the midst of these troubled days. But you know what? God's still moving, and I'm moving with Him, and I hope you are too. So thanks for joining me today. It's a little info cast here today. Stay tuned, and there's some exciting stuff coming. God bless you, and live love.